What up?
Junior. Your boy, man.
Hey?
How many times have you been champ, Roy?
So what now?
How many times you been champ in your career?
About 9 times, my brother.
I didn't even Google that. I was just like, yo, just now I introduced you. I said the former 36-time champ. Yo, Roy, a lot of rumors you used to chase chickens to get your, is all this shit real? Was it real or?
All that was real, brother. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Hey, I still make my fighters do it sometime right now.
Oh, so you got boxes now? Yeah,
I got boxers now. I make them chase them sometime right now still. Especially the young ones. Teach them how to change directions quickly.
It shows them how to move.
Teaches them how to keep their feet up on them, keep their weight in the middle, and not get their weight out in front of them or too far behind them. Because the chicken changes directions on the instant, just like an opponent. So you must know how to keep your footing so you can change directions at any moment.
You know, I see that on the fights all the time. They say, you know, like when he's a big puncher, he likes to sit on his feet. But you mean you teach him how to be a big puncher either way, light on the feet or back on the feet?
Yeah, it's better to be light on the feet because you can move. See, that's why most big punchers have a hard time avoiding big punches, because the best time to hit a big puncher is when he's trying to hit you, because that's when he sits down. You don't want to sit down. If you notice, when I did things, everything was quick and sharp and precise, because I want to get you and not give it back.
Yeah, Roy, you was doing like what we call now. You was playing 5 games of basketball, then going to fight. Like, did you ever think back at that and be like, yo, I was crazy?
No, I knew what I was doing, Joe. I used to do it every day. And I used to play ball and train every day, so I kind of knew my body could handle it. It's just a matter of me keeping myself focused and knowing what I had to do to beat my opponent. See, what I believed in was you go in, you analyze the job, you figure out what tools you need for the job, and you isolate those tools for that particular job. Now it doesn't make you go out there and waste time, waste energy, because you know what tools you need. So like even the day I played the basketball game, I studied my opponent well. I knew what to do to him. And I knew that playing basketball was going to take a little out of me. So I had to make sure I didn't put too much in any of my punches, because if I did, it'll wear me out. So if I don't put too much in my punches, I can go all day.
You know, I saw a fight, Floyd Mayweather coming Friday, the champ coming Friday, right?
Right.
But I saw a fight one time where I actually thought Floyd was in trouble. He went like 7, 8 rounds. And then I seen him just turn the whole like philosophy around. And at the end he won. He figured and then he started talking. Yo, I watched tapes on, say, Rocky Marciano. I don't know who, some old school fighter. And he was like, this happened to Rocky Marciano, and then he switched it up, and then he won. Were you big on watching boxes and on tape and all that?
Yes, that's how I developed myself, Joe. I studied some of the guys who I thought were the best at what they did, and I figured out the things that made them abnormal. Like Eddie Mustafa Muhammad had an enormous left body shot, left liver shot. So I peeped that. That was his best thing. I peeped that. Joe Frazier had an awesome leaping hook. I peeped that. Muhammad Ali had the feet and the speed. I peeped that. Tommy Hearns had a perfect right hand. I peeped that. Sugar Ray Leonard had the speed and finesse. I peeped that. Marvin Hagler had the endurance. He never was up here. He never was down. He stayed here the whole time. I peeped that. Wilfred Benitez had awesome defense. I peeped that. So
that's the worst fighter. Let me tell you something, Roy. Back in the days, I remember in my projects, I was talking to this dude, and I snuck him, sucker punched him. Bow! He fell on the floor and did a push-up and got back up. And he said, wait. I said, holy shit. Because, yo, Roy, I hit him with the kitchen sink. I knew I was in for a long one that day. I said, oh, 2 hours later, I'm still fighting the guy in the middle of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I picked Roy. He wasn't the one, Roy.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Those is the hardest fights. Like, you ever got in the ring with a boxer and just you was like, shit, he could take everything.
I fought a guy named Jorge Castro. He ended up having about 100 pro fights. I went 10 rounds with him. I hit him with everything that I could think of, everything the people watching could think of, everything my mom and daddy could think of, and he still kept coming. Hey,
you was like, yo, this is gonna be a rough one.
Long night. BB still chasing me.
You know, I had Mike Tyson on here. He was telling me about Mitch Green. I knew Mitch Green back in the days in the hood in Harlem.
Right.
They shit was different.
Yes.
They fight in the street every day.
Yes.
The Mitch Green would just pop up on them and start fighting them. What boxer you really had to smoke with that you really was like, yo, I want to beat this guy? Bad.
The only guy I had to smoke with like that was the second time I fought Montel Griffin, because he quit on me the first time, and it wasn't so bad that he quit on me. It's just that when he quit on me, I felt disrespected because he talked like he beat me. And you didn't beat me. If you beat me, I'll take my head off and say, you're a better man tonight. You know what I'm saying? There were guys that you take your head off and say, tonight, you was just a better man. Not you're a better fighter, but tonight you was a better man. So if he beat me and had some real mannerism about it, I'd have been cool. You understand me? But he quit on me, did act like he beat me and talk crazy like, I'm gonna go through this. I'm saying, no, but we don't do it like that now. Come on.
He wanted another fight. He wanted a payday, boy.
Well, he had that coming anyway. When he quit, he had that coming anyway. They gave him my belt. You got that coming anyway. He had that coming anyway. He didn't have to do all that for another fight. He had that. Listen. After the fight, I told my guy, I said, listen, get him back in the ring. I don't care what it take. Get him back in the ring. They say, you know what, Roy? But he gonna want more money. I said, listen, give him all the money. Just tell him bring my belt to the dance. I don't want the money. I don't care about the money. Bring my belt to the dance. He can have all the money. Bring my belt to the dance. That's all I'm interested in. And that's what happened.
I understand. Yo, Roy, you one of the first boxers to ever rap. Y'all must have forgot. Let me tell you something. How many years ago was y'all must have forgot?
A lot of them. At least probably close to 20 years.
Yo, Roy, I still remember. Your face came up, the comments was like, y'all must have forgot.
Yeah.
Like everybody know you, Shaq,
AI, Kobe.
You know AI, I was in the studio with him writing for AI.
Yeah, AI.
So he got in trouble about that music. I was like, oh my God, I tried to disappear through the back door. Because I was in the studio with him in Philly.
Really?
Yeah, I was writing shit. He was cursing his ass off. He was, you know, AI thug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, baby? On set, the Fat Joe show. Roy Jones. Everybody know. I find this interesting, right? God say, Roy Jones is the last living human being who came to beat me up.
No.
Yo, I'm telling you the truth. Yo, Roy. This is the Fat Joe show. We don't lie to the people. You the champion of the world. What was in your mind? Like, first of all, hold up, before I do that one, right? I was wrong. 1,000,000%.
All right.
It was cool. I was on the record. It was New York. That's when I say the line, even Roy Jones was forced to leave. And I was going up Jada Kiss, Ja Rule at the time, and it was a hot line. Even Roy Jones forced to lean back. But being that me and you had respect and we was cool.
That's where I had the issue at.
No, I fucked up. I fucked up, Roy.
I'm just saying. That was the only issue I had. I thought me and you were cool. I thought we were better than that. You feel me? Like, he gonna do
really
me?
Cool.
Come on,
no, Roy. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I fucked up. That was dishonorable.
Hey, we all do that. You're a man and admitted that, and we shook on it, we dapped on it, we called it over, and that was done. And that's what
Hold up, Roy. We got both of us here. So I'm doing a big party in New York, right? It's ram-packed. Fat Joe from New York. You from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you just planned that night, so I'm coming, I'm gonna knock out Fat Joe in the backstage. How does this happen? Let's play it back. Yo, Roy, let's go there. Because people gotta know be with 150 guys and turn the wrong corner and you by yourself.
Yep.
So that night I had 150 guys with me.
I know.
Turned the corner and I'm by myself.
Exactly.
And you right there. I never seen no shit like this. You was like a magician. I turned the curtain and Roy Jones Jr., the champ, is waiting for me. It was dark. And you had the devil in your eyes. But I want to know, when you was going to the club, what you said to yourself? I'm going to step to Fat Joe?
No, it was like, I know he's going to have a lot of guys with him. So I got to try to find the best time to catch him by himself, because if I can catch him by himself, then we could do what we got to do. You know what I mean? They probably get me afterwards, but if I can get him by himself, then I can figure out whatever's going on and we can make it happen. You feel me? And I knew you had a lot of guys. I knew afterwards they probably was going to light me up, because, you know, those guys got guns everywhere. And I knew that. But that wasn't the point. My point was, I just wanted to get you face to face to see.
But let me tell you something. You had a guy, this is the Joker moment that's hilarious. Bumby is like, this hilarious. Yo, listen, this is the Joker moment. Diddy called me Joker. And every time I have a Joker moment, I'm going to tell a story, part of this story that nobody ever heard, right? You had some guys with you. It was like 6 of you.
Right.
You had that guy, Chopper Style, Chopper. He kept telling you, fuck him up, champ. Give it to him, champ. Yo, I'm standing there. Yo, I can't lie to you, Roy. I would have fought you. You would have beat me up. I'm not going to lie. But listen, Roy, I'm grabbing your hands. And this motherfucker is saying, give it to him, champ. Knock him out, champ. Knock him out, champ. I'm looking at this nigga like, I wish I didn't let you go, because I seen you chasing the chickens. I knew that was quick. What that? That's it, over. Your shit like lightning. I'm a street fighter. So I grabbed their heads, and the guy Chopper Style. He's like, fuck him up, champ. Give it to him. Fuck this nigga. Yo, give it. I'm like, oh my God. I was looking at him from the corner like, bro, to this day, even though this beef is way squads, I always said, if I catch this Chopper Style guy, yo, because yo, Roy, he tried to get you to knock me out.
He did. But what he didn't realize was that you and I were better than that. You and I had spoke. You know, I saw you before I fought Lou. You like, Lou don't want that. You know what I mean? And me, you know, we talked. We used to dap it up every time I see you. And it wasn't like I really was like, I'm not a hateful guy. You understand me? I just wanted to hear what you said, which was like you just said. You know, you like, no, I was wrong for that because we were better than that. That's all I was
doing here. I was convincing the champ, because my thing was like, because for real, all jokes aside, Roy, it was a suicide mission.
Well, I know. And
I had bad guys with me.
I know. But
you know, we're retired.
Right, but that's why I had to catch you by yourself, because I knew that. I knew that. That's why I went back where I went and let you come around the corner by yourself before they could get to me. So I want to talk to you first.
So, I go like this. So I said, so the guy Chopper Style trying to get me knocked out, right?
Right.
And Pop, you get knocked out, that's it. It's over. Ain't no more Fat Joe. The nigga got knocked out. Roy Joe knocked him out. So I said, the way you came, I said, man, he must have had a back way. He must have had a way to get out of here quick, because, you know, I said, this was dangerous. Like, this was by far very dangerous for you. For me, you would have knocked me out. But
like you said, it was a suicidal mission, and I knew that going in. So I had to make sure I got what I got, and then I try to get out quick as I can. I didn't think I made it out. I didn't think I would have made it out.
I don't remember the words. I said, yo, man, it's hip hop. You took a breath in. This guy Chopper was like, let him have it. Knock him out. Take your shit off, champ. Fuck him up, champ. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, champ, it's just hip hop. Then for 1 second, Jesus Christ, maybe you saw your mother, your dad. Somebody said, Roy, and you said, oh, it's just hip hop? I said, it's just hip hop, champ. It's just hip hop. You said, all right, Joe. And you left.
Yeah.
And what you didn't know was then all my guys came over. Mm-hmm. And nobody's going to fight Roy Jones Jr.
I knew that. I knew that without a question. I wasn't concerned about it.
And they was like, yo, what happened? Well, I was like, nothing. But they know that that song was out there. I was like, nothing. Maybe it was just, I didn't even want to tell them.
Right,
so
right.
Instigated because we had squashed it. And the next day, I think, I don't want to bring people's name in it, but fuck it. We gonna get this story. I think Jay Prince called me, right?
Right.
Me and you got on the phone.
Right.
The next day.
Right.
Jay Prince was like, yo, talk to Roy Jones. Like, I told him he was, he was fucking out. Yo, Roy, let me tell you something. That's some real shit, bro. I respect you for life. And we hung out like a week later. I think Super Bowl
did.
in Jacksonville, we popped bottles.
Yeah.
We had fun. But yo, Roy, that was some real shit. I don't recommend it, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I always respected you for that because I said, yo, this guy, he the real deal.
Well, I thought, like I said, me and you were cool. You know what I mean? I was just
I did some sucker shit, Roy.
I saw.
Not these guys.
And just that's just
all. I was going up to get against Jada Kids, top 5, this, that, and I needed the ball, and I knew better. Even at the time, I knew, yo, don't say this about Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, because we was cool.
Right. And if you wasn't cool, understood. That's all.
Yeah, but you know, and you said to yourself, he must have forgot. Yo, let me tell you something, champ, man. I've always respected you. You're a super real dude.
Hey, thank you, brother.
And I always love you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave us some great nights. You know, you ever went in the ring and was like, this is a question I wanted to ask. You ever went in the ring and was like nervous? Like,
yeah, when I fought the heavyweight that night, I was nervous as heck because he was so big, and I had never faced a heavyweight in my life except in sparring. So I was very nervous because I was like, wow, this is gonna be different. You know, he's bigger than me. He's probably stronger than me. He's not faster than me. He's not smarter than me, but he's stronger than me. So, you know, it was a very tough night, a very tough situation to go into. But once again, you know, I'm from old school. My dad always made me face my troubles head on. So I had to just kind of go face it, you know what I mean? So,
that's how, you know, I look up to my big brother, and my big brother, he was a fighter, not a boxer,
right?
But fight, and so he won 99% of his fights. So one day there was a dude in my block. Anybody old enough to, right? In my projects, there was a dude in my block. He was a Golden Gloves champ.
Right.
His name was Raphael.
Right.
Good looking guy. But I heard a rumor that him and my brother had a problem, right? So me being a dumb little kid, like 10 years old, my brother's sleeping, I go wake him up. I say, yo, June. He said, what's up? I said, that we call my brother Junior. I said, yo, June, that guy you got the problem with, Raphael, he outside down the block. Man, my brother, I went and woke him up. He went up there. They started to talk. My brother dropped him. Boom.
Right.
Dude fell on the floor. I don't know what. My brother different from me, right? He not dirty. He helped the guy up.
Right.
And started fighting him again. Right?
Right.
So now dude come and they going like, yo, Roy, they going toe to toe. It ain't none of this shit. It's like boom, boom, boom. Like they just trying to take each other head off.
Right.
He was knocking my brother down.
Right.
So brother fell down, and I was telling him like, "Yo, you should have stomped him out when you had him in the." Like, but the point is, I think the other guy won. But that fight showed me you can lose and still be like you can still have respect. If you go toe to toe with somebody, you can lose and it's still respect because he dropped my brother, but my brother went toe to toe with a Golden Glove and
to the end,
and he could have cheated.
Yeah,
he was on the floor at the beginning.
Yeah.
In the hood, they don't do that. Let me help you up, shit, and all that.
No,
you know. But that taught me. So whenever in my life I ever had to fight, like you said about your father, I got the fight.
Gotta go. You get him back on.
You gotta go. I don't care if you
You
got
gotta
like
keep going.
4 cock diesel. You
gotta
gotta go. Yo, you gotta go.
Exactly.
And they expect you more for that.
Exactly.
And so now you coaching kids.
Yep.
You got prospects that we should know about.
Yeah, I got a guy named Kevin Newman who's a pretty good fighter. He's a very good prospect. I think with being in my hand for about a year, and he should be one of the top guys out there. I also got Chris Eubanks Jr., who's the WBA interim champion right now. And I think he's going to do his thing. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully we can get Canelo in the ring, which is a big order to fill. But, you know, you got to be the best, you got to beat the best. So, you know,
and is it hard? Is it frustrating? Because, like, when I see Michael Jordan owns Charlotte, he be in that sideline looking like he want to get in the game.
It's very tough.
Like he want to get in the game. So when you coaching these kids, are you ever like, I told them left hook?
All the time. All the time. All the time. But I got some really good prospects though. I got a kid named Michael Williams Jr. I got a kid named Glenn Hagler. I got a bunch of Shady Gamore. I got a bunch of good little prospects that I think 1 or 2 of them should be some, maybe all of them, you know. So but they do have you at times where they want you to say, let me show you how this done. You understand me? But you got to realize that, you know, it's their time, not yours.
Hard, it's frustrating. You need a lot of patience. And then sometimes I used to coach basketball, which is different in the hood.
Right.
You can have the most talented guy in the universe. He could touch the city. He could dunk. And then when you get to that championship and that IQ, if they don't listen,
it's over.
It's worthless.
It's over.
You need that IQ.
You got to have that. If you don't have that, you're done. That's what so many people underestimated about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had a very high IQ in boxing, and people still to this day underestimate that. Mike Tyson had one of the highest IQs in boxing of anybody I knew around my time, because Mike understands himself and what he is and what boxing is and what it's supposed to be coming from him. That's hard for most people to understand. Mike understands that about himself.
What you think back in the days, if this was back in the days and UFC was so big, do you think that you played basketball type of shit? Do you think you ever would have had like one fight in the UFC?
I might have tried one, but you know, I wasn't with all that kicking my knees and stuff, because that would have took my basketball days away. So I wasn't playing that too much, you understand me? So it's like, I don't want nothing gonna be kicking my knees because I like to play ball too much. So I'm like, nah.
So let me tell you something, that shit be that shit brutal, bro. That's gladiator school for real.
Man.
I got a young boy that I follow. He's from New York, Puerto Rican kid. Look out for him. His name is Edgar Berlanga. He fights tomorrow on ESPN.
Okay.
He's 13-0 and knocked out 13 guys in the first round.
Boxing?
13-0.
Nice.
And he knocked out all 13 in the first round.
What weight is he?
Man, I don't know the weight, but he's not heavy as you, but he's serious.
Okay, I'll check him out.
Watch out for him.
Okay.
And what about commentating? You coming back to that?
My contract's not up till December with HBO, so after the contract's up with HBO, I'm sure I'll be able to get a job somewhere else with someone, and you know, we'll see what happens. I got a kid New York named James Wilkins, Crunch Time. He's a very good fighter too. He also a prospect that's on the rise.
All right, I'm gonna look out for him. God bless you, Roy Jones Jr.
Yep. God bless you, my brother.
Coming to the big show.
Hey, always, anytime. And look, you already know it, brother. You already know it.
Man, there you have it.